What's up, guys? Just a quick heads up that the music was blocked in this video due to copyright, so I have muted the audio. However, I have provided a link to the song in the description, so you can open a new tab and listen to the song alongside with my reaction. Or you can just join me on Patreon for unedited footage. But for now, enjoy the video, guys.
There's not one thing that you can say to make it right, unless you say you're leaving. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today you're listening to King Crimson with their song Fallen Angel off of their album Red, released in 1974. So, by the time this video came out, I've probably already seen King Crimson live, but as of right now, like me recording, it's in a few days. So this is being recorded a little bit ahead. I was trying to listen to a little more King Crimson before I went and saw them, but you know, there's only so many hours in a day. Anyways, I hope that you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. As always, Twitter, Patreon, and in the comments below. Follow me if you'd like. But for right now, let's follow Fallen Angel by King Crimson. Well, the way it started off made me think that this was going to be a lighter song from the band, and this one definitely has a little bit more nuance and diversity in its sound. But man, the coolest thing about this album is just how heavy it is. Listen to, before it gets into the chorus, that riff that Fripp starts up. Oh, it's like a lawnmower. He's like pulling the cord, and you hear that guitar that's just, it's heavy, and you know that the chorus is just about to bring in a new reign of heaviness alongside with it. I think that's one of the coolest things, just the way it brings in the chorus. And then the chorus is equally powerful as Wetton sings out. And I like how in the second line of when he's singing Fallen Angel, you get the saxophone that splits with him and harmonizes on the sax with his vocal lines. Like, that's just really good. And then the drumming by Bruford is just, I mean, it's Bill Bruford. I mean, what really is there to say about his drumming? But a lot of this song actually would fit really well, in a sense, in the Court of the Crimson King. There's something about this song that I feel like would fit in relatively well on that album. And so I feel like if you are a fan of this album, maybe you're also a big fan of this song. I don't know. It kind of has some homages and some references, perhaps not literal references, but just sound-wise to that album. But of course, much more developed and much more further along in their sound. This just bringing in a heavier wave of the new era of Crimson. Also, I have to mention Fripp's guitar playing throughout this whole thing, because it is so delicately and beautifully played, from the acoustic opening, which just romantically sets up the stage, into, as I mentioned, those hard riffs that he brings in later on. I mean, he's really using every single facet of the guitar that he can in making it speak, in making it move, and move this drama that's taking place. I don't really know what the story's about because I was kind of following the lyrics, but not like a lot, so I'm not quite sure. But regardless, you can feel him moving the narrative strictly with his strings. That's so beautiful. The way that Wetton sings, Fripp comes on the back end of that, just accenting and giving color and life to every word that Wetton's been, he said. I mean, this is just a very full song. And I like how the first song, the title track of the album, was a nice heavy introduction, an instrumental introduction. And now we've definitely softened things up, but we haven't gone into like a ballad direction. This still brings a little bit of that grime. The guitar, the horns, beautifully played there. The horns is actually a cornet, which is played by Mark Schirig, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And it kind of gives the song a little bit of a Latin flavor. I don't know why, I was kind of getting like a Latin feel from the way that it was played in here. But I just think that this all comes together very well. I mean, it's King Crimson. I would expect quality, and quality is what we have been given. Alright, let's talk about the lyrics on this one. Tears of joy at the birth of a brother, never alone from that time. 16 years through night fights and danger, strangely, why his life, not mine. So in just 4 lines, we get a lot of story already. So tears of joy at the birth of a brother, you know, when you're the only child and your mom or dad tells you, hey, you're going to be a brother soon. You know, he has tears of joy. He says never alone from that time, so they grew very close. They grew up together. 16 years through night fights and danger. They live a dangerous life. Strangely, why his life, not mine? So perhaps his brother died. You know, after all that time together, after growing up, why him? Why not me? West side skyline crying, fallen angel dying, risk a life to make a dime. So maybe they're involved in crime or something like that, risk a life to make a dime. They're risking their lives, and they have, as he said, for 16 years, just to make money, and eventually it caught up with them. Lifetimes spent on the streets of a city make us the people we are. Switchblade stings in 1/10 of a moment. Better get back to the car. Yeah, I mean, they're fighting. Snow white side streets of cold New York City stained with his blood. It all went wrong. Sick and tired, blue, wicked, and wild. God only knows for how long. So, yeah, as far as I can tell, I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that they've lived a life of crime. I mean, they loved each other. Obviously, they're brothers no matter what. And eventually that life caught up with them. And his brother is there, dying in the snow, fallen angel. And that's kind of all she wrote. Let me know what you guys thought. You can join me on Twitter in the comments down below. Hope that you've enjoyed the video and have a beautiful day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.